the building itself. We have people who will be able to answer the questions, and two of them have even flown in from Grand Rapids to be with us tonight so that we can answer all the questions that people may have. So I'd like to you met one person on the way in, that is Jim Gall. Jim works for Balmer Construction and is actually building it. No, he is the on-site manager. He's the public face that we see. Many of the problems that we had were that we didn't have a person who you could go to. Everything goes through him. He guides the entire process, and he'll join us after a reasonable amount of time. If we're 15 minutes late, we don't have the interest anyway. Now, this is Joe Surprise. Joe is from NHA. He is their building and construction person, has a tremendous amount of experience. What, did they build like 80 schools or something? Yeah. So he has the background in this kind of work. Dunstan Summer is the architect who will actually be reviewing everything with us, and will be able to answer the basic questions that will come up. I would just ask you wait until the end of the presentation to answer questions, because he's very thorough, and most of them will be answered along the way. This is Bob Bedona from Rockland Realty, which is the assistant overseers on any construction project, and they take care of the contract. They take care of also being another set of eyes. They're the ones who tell us that the work is actually completed. And we're very happy to have Bob, who also has a tremendous amount of experience, and will be the person who ultimately says it's done, it's not done. And he's been in the project now for over a year, it seems. We've been meeting, we've been talking about this for a long time. So he's been there at every step of the work. So, Joe, do you start? Nelson, you start?
I guess, as Father mentioned, I'm Joe Surprise. I'm NHA's Director of Facilities and Construction. So I have ultimate responsibility for completing the work both in the church and the school, making sure it's done right and to everybody's satisfaction. And Dustin Summer is on our staff and is our engineering and architect. And so he tracks everything that's done with the design of the building and what we do with the building and so forth. So the way this is structured, Dustin and I have input to the process, and Balmer Construction is our general contractor, actually our construction manager for the school addition. And since they were going to be here on site anyways, we asked that they also manage the work that's going on in the church for everybody here. So that's our goal, and that's what we are carrying out right now. We wanted to give you a kind of a brief overview of the project site and where we're at. This is just a current picture of the existing facility. The existing school, the rectory and garage, the church, and then this was the addition that was done several years ago. So that will change significantly over the next few months. And this is what the site will look like once those activities are completed. Again, the existing school, the existing church, the addition that was done recently in the last couple of years, this is the new addition that's being built onto the school. And in doing so, that requires the removal of the rectory and the garage. And the work that's been done so far, you've probably seen some work that's going on in there. The work that's been done so far has been the asbestos abatement and completion of some of those activities within both the rectory and the garage to get them prepared for demolition. So those activities will happen. I guess some of the things that will be in this new building will have, we'll redo the parking lot as well as have complete handicapped access into both the church and the school. So there will be a handicap ramp on the back side of the building that will allow access into both. And the church, through the lease that Rob has put together, will have access to the gymnasium and so forth here in the new building. And we'll go through those pictures in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to bring those up. We just have a couple of renderings, obviously no photographs yet because it's not built. We do have a couple of renderings as to what the new addition will look like. This is facing from Riverton Street, looking at the building. And so this is the existing school over in this area here, and this is the church in the background. And so this building will slide in between the two, and this is the side of the building that will face Riverton Street and what that elevation will look like. So the siding on the building will match the existing, and you know, it'll look very similar to the building that's out there right now. This is the elevation from the parking lot. You can see the church. This is where the rectory obviously was or will soon no longer be, and then the garage. So this is where the building is going to sit. So on this end is the gymnasium that's inside the building, and then this end of the building will be 3-story classroom addition. Again, we have the handicap ramp. You'll be able to come into the parking lot, park, and then access both the school and also the church from that handicap ramp on the back side of the building. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a picture with the signage for the church after the renovation?
I don't. I don't know that there's going to be any change to the signage.
To identify the church as St. Catherine's Day and all.
That's not going to change.
The same signing as they have now. So there's one angle where, from the parking lot there, you wouldn't see any signs.
No,
you don't. There is none there now.
There's no building now either.